Welcome to Silicon Valley Asian Business Talk.
Hello, everyone. This is Roger Chen from University of San Francisco Center for Business Studies and Innovation in Asia Pacific. Today, we are very pleased to welcome Beerud, Sheth, to join our interview program. I want to sincerely thank you, Beerud, for joining us. Would you please briefly introduce yourself?
Roger, thanks for having me here. Excited to, share my thoughts and experience and I guess pay it forward. I've just a quick personal and professional intro. So I grew up in India. I went to undergraduate school at the Indian Institute of Technology, that's IIT Bombay. And then I came to the US for grad school at MIT. All of that was in computer science. I had a short stint on Wall Street, right? Which might be surprising, but it's also very quantitative. So they hire a lot of kids from STEM programs. But then, and that was in the mid 90s, and around that time, the internet happened. So that's when I said, okay, this is a game changer. I want to focus on building internet companies. And, so I've been an entrepreneur since then, a serial entrepreneur. I founded my first company called Elance in 98. Elance, and it's now called Upwork. It's a public company. It pioneered the gig economy or online freelancing, and it continues to scale and grow very nicely today. And later in the mid 2000s, I think 2005 or so, I founded this company called Gupshup, which is the pioneer in conversational engagement. And I'll talk more about it as well soon. But, essentially we help businesses build conversational experiences or chatbots to engage with their consumers. And this is particularly relevant globally in the emerging markets, which are mobile first and messaging centric environments. So a little bit like what WeChat has done in China, the same kind of idea, a super app is emerging in the other emerging markets as well. So we build tools, enterprise tools. We help businesses take advantage of that.
How we rely on partners to grow our business.
Because I saw your company had very robust partnership programs. So maybe can you comment on how do you rely on partnership programs to help the company to grow, if you can?
Yeah, I think, firstly, why do we even need a partnership program? Because not every company, not every product company needs it. So the way, if you think about the way I describe my business, right, I'm saying, look, this is the conversational internet. It's a new kind of internet, right? And then if you ask, well, who needs a website or who needs a conversational experience? It's like asking who needs a website. And the answer is virtually every business, right? So millions of businesses that need these tools. As one company, we can only reach so many customers, right? The market is much, much larger. So then you say, okay, well, then the way to amplify that, right, is to leverage partners, because partners have relationships. They can go into parts of the world and different verticals and domains that we may not even have the ability to reach. So that's where, firstly, a partnership makes sense, right? So you need to have some horizontal technology like this with a very, very large market, right? I mean, if you built a product that you could sell to 20 clearly identified companies, then you probably don't need a partner program. But for Gupshup, it makes sense. So once we decided that that made sense, then you figure out all the other things, right? For example, you figure out typically there'll be channel conflicts, right? What you sell through the partners versus what you sell directly. How do you avoid conflict? How do you position it? How do you price it? How do you build a relationship of trust with these partners and so on? But that's been very, very effective for us. We have thousands of partners and tens of thousands of customers through them that use the Gupshup platform. So it's been, very productive, very helpful, and like I said, yeah, trust is a critical part of it. But yeah, and then providing the tools, serving them effectively. The partners are in a way more sophisticated customers, right, than the end enterprise, because because they know all the issues in detail. And then there's a lot, they're also technically generally more sophisticated and so on. So
by the way, do these partners, in which way they help your business? Do they kind of help you to acquire new customers or serving customers or?
Yeah, I mean, both, right? So generally, when partners is a big word, right? So there's specific categories. Let's say there's what are called ISVs or independent software vendors, right? Or so, for example, let's say they're building a customer support software tool, but they want to integrate the Gupshup messaging platform inside their tool, and then they offer it as a hybrid product. So that's one kind of partnership. Then another is just resellers, right? Resellers are like typically, in every town around the world, there'll be like these resellers that sell computers, let's say to dentists, right? They'll sell computers, they'll sell Wi-Fi, they'll sell security cameras, and then they'll also sell some messaging software and platforms, right? So that's where, so they're just reselling our solutions to the 200 businesses in their neighborhood, right? Small businesses typically. Then I mean, there could be the larger partners could be guys like systems integrators, right? These are big Accenture, IBM, Infosys, TCS, and so on. These are like giant companies, which is a very different kind of partnership. Takes a lot of effort, and it's a longer cycle and so on. So there's a wide variety of this. So even there, you have to be a little careful as to, firstly, is your product suited for, is it for just large enterprises or also small businesses? If it is across the spectrum, like the Gupshup platform is, then you need all kinds of partners, right? And therefore you work with them. So in each of these cases, right, they're either, so what the way to describe it is you either sell to, sell with, or sell through the partner, right? So in some cases you sell it to them and then they do what they want with it. In some cases you sell with, right? So you go co-sell with them. And then the third instance, you just sell through, meaning they go do the sales, bring new customers and support them. And we're not involved at all. We're just selling through them to different customers. So it's a very diverse sort of landscape. So it takes, I think if anybody is thinking about doing this, it's good to get somebody who's experienced running partner channels, to build that up. Yeah.
Thank you for watching.